Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another Whiskey Wednesday. This is the calm before the storm for us. We've come off a couple great interviews the last couple weeks, and tonight we're essentially just going to be hanging out and doing a whole bunch of giveaways and wheel spins. But also, the next 4 weeks after that is going to be our Advent Challenge. So we've got a whole slew of guests lined up to help us through that. Whole lot of contestants signed up as well. We'll get more into that at the end of the show. So thank you for joining today, Whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. Unfortunately for me, I am out, although now I'm just dripping all over my bar. I was almost out. Apparently, I had 2 more drops. So let's spin a wheel, and then we'll bring on Kelsey and Darrell to say hi to everybody, but also to see what they'll be drinking. Be sure to drink with us as well if you're so inclined. Try to fit the theme if you can. Let's see what we got here. Center that. Ooh, something new. This hasn't come up for a while. Gosh, it's been a while since we played this Mario Kart game, too. All right, what we got here? Whiskey Friends Decide. All right, chat. First person to recommend something. That's what we're going with. We'll keep an eye on chat here, but somebody get a suggestion out there on how we're going to start the night. So, with that in mind, Kelsey, we don't know what we're drinking yet. So why don't you come in, say hi to everybody.
Cheers, everybody. I am drinking right now a nice little pin hook that Mash and Journey did. So 9-year MGP, deliciousness. So that's what I'm drinking. Let's see what everybody else is. Oh, and fuck no, we're not doing our bag. Sorry.
JG chose violence.
Didn't expect that response, did you, JG?
Remus 8. I could do that. And a Hard Truth. Hard Truth might fit the theme.
I'm thinking
all right. Let's go Hard Truth. I know I said the first one to say something gets it, but you ruined that, JG. So we're going to go with the third one. Although I will get to the Remus 8 later, too. That actually sounds pretty good. I haven't gotten to that since I reviewed it. Oh, yeah, let's do Hard Truth because we're going to be talking about Hard Truth later. Which one did you pull out, Kelsey?
Actually, I'm just now opening the cognac.
Oh, man.
I haven't opened it, so I'm about to crack it.
Nice. Ooh. Oh, Darrell's like, get me in here.
Yeah, I hear all this Hard Truth talk, man. I can't be in the background.
Well, which one are you going to get into? And say hi to everybody, Darrell.
I'm not even sure, but hello, everybody. I got a good selection back here. I'm getting really low on one of my favorites, and maybe I just do that. Got maybe about 2 ounces, not 3 ounces left of this thing.
Chug.
Oh God, no!
I'm gonna go with the.
I don't think I've ever seen Darrell do a chug.
I've chugged Parkers and Pirate bottles.
Yeah. Come on, we're classy individuals. We don't do things like that.
Mike Stahl got a couple videos.
Mike definitely has no visual evidence of us doing anything of the sort. I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
We're making weird faces as we drink whiskey. Jeff?
Ed? Oh, no, never do that either. Always professional. Ed, perfect, though. We're going to talk about Hard Truth later, though. That's going to be a little bit of a segue there. Let's see. All right.
French oak and cognac. Let's go.
So why don't we hop up at the top and say hi to everybody here?
All right.
Scroll up. Who was first? Was it Norse? Oh,
yeah, it was Norseman. North
Look at
Carolina.
you, Jason.
I set Top Dog up. You know, I didn't set that link up until 6 p.m.
Yeah, I don't
He
even
always,
see
he always gets mad at me when I don't do it the night before.
first 5
Oh.
comments on even Mr. John over there.
Northman had
Cheers.
a birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy late
Oh,
birthday.
Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. Jaden has a birthday tomorrow. My sister's was today. My mom's is in a few days. They're all like bunched up. Aloha and cheers. Cheers, EJ. Got my man Stu in here. You're the
Ooh.
third. Cheers and thank you, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate that, buddy.
500.
Thank you, buddy.
Got James Morgan in here. Congrats on the 2,500 subs. Thank you, sir. Doug H.
Well, cheers, Doug H.
Cheers
Haven't
to
seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Love the costume, by the way. We'll talk more about those in a few minutes.
The man, Top Dog. Cheers
What's up,
to you,
buddy?
buddy. Got Sugar Kitty in here as well. Andrew's in here. Cheers, everyone. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. It's a good Whiskey Wednesday. They're all pretty good, right?
Real good whiskey. It's always a good whiskey Wednesday.
Trevor Kunkel. Cheers, everyone. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. Joe the Sample Guy's here. Doug Papa's here. The EP executive producer Todd is here. Cheers to you. Williams, the Bourbon Jerk, Tom. I was hanging with him for a bit the other day. Cheers to you. Who else is here? Scrolling. John Cloud is here. Luckiest man I know, Mark B.
What's
Cheers.
up, Mark?
Bosky Outdoors. I'm not sure if I've seen that name.
I think that's a new
If
one.
you have been in here, welcome back. If you have, welcome. Glad to
You
see
say
you
the
here.
same thing every time you
man,
see
Marty.
Bosky.
Oh, really? I just never recognized. Maybe it's the first cheers and it's no more comments, so I don't really see the name come across often. But cheers, Bosky. Thanks for coming back, man. Marty's here. Tyler is here. Cheers, Whiskey Friends. So excited for the Advent. Yes.
Yeah,
It's fun,
people are
man.
getting them.
It's definitely fun. And we got our butts kicked last year, so coming for revenge. TCT is here. Who else is here?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Jason
pull up that email.
Cruitt. Bardstown Amaret. I think he was still throwing out suggestions.
Yeah.
I don't own that bottle. I know Mr. Whack and Kelsey love that thing, but I'm on the minority on that one. Not
We'll
like
see.
it's all right. It's all right. Like it's not
We'll
bad.
see.
I just don't remember like being blown away by it like you guys were.
It'll be in the tournament. I'm definitely not letting that one slide.
Cheech.
What's
my
up,
man
Cheech?
Cheech.
Cheech, man, killer
Cheers
bottle,
to
buddy.
you. Oh yeah, I went back. I had some of that today actually. Cheers, Tim. Who else is here? Keep scrolling, my man. Richie. I was about to say whiskey. Richie Z.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, sir. One of the few that spells my name correct all the time. I love it.
That's why I don't send you messages with your full name. I just put D.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
It's 2 R's with you sometime. It's 1 L sometimes.
Yep.
For the longest time in my UPS account, your shortcut was Daryl.
Oh my God. That's worse. Ben Hernandez, cheers to you, sir. My man Tony.
Tony. Cheers,
buddy?
buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Todd, make space. Always make space. I'm running out of space over here, man. Oh God, I got too much. Well, not too much overflow, but got some stuff I gotta try to, finish and put the bottles that are on the floor away. Miss Vasco, one of the ones that whipped my butt last year in this Advent.
Yeah, she nailed it last year.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, she was right there with Tyler.
Who else is in here? The other Vasco himself, Mark. Cheers to you,
Mark.
sir. Gandy Rhodes here. Callie Drams is here.
Cheers, Jake.
I think we're getting there, guys. T-Rob, I seen you, but where did it go? Oh, there we
There
go.
it is.
Cheers to you.
Cheers, buddy.
Scrolling. I think I'm just about
Man.
there. I'm just seeing duplicate names over here, guys.
Got an
If
Ernest
I missed
Peacock.
something, what is it? Oh, Ernest Peacock. Cheers to you.
cheers,
Seen a
buddy.
super chat come in from Tony. We'll get to giveaways in a bit. Congrats on 2,500 and beyond. And happy 90th birthday to Jimmy Russell. Happy birthday, man.
Man, 70 years.
70th anniversary pour to start the night. Nice. Mine is like on its last few ounces of the first bottle I had. Literally crushed that thing. But yeah, we're caught up, guys. We're caught up.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining here. You know, we managed to hit 2,500 subscribers just like right before I put the thumbnail together. So I was like, oh, this is great. So we can celebrate that tonight. We got 3 giveaways to go through. My flight tonight, you know, it's getting colder outside. I know people are going out by the fires. You need some cigar blends to keep you warm as well. So I've got 2 different batches of Joseph Magnus cigar blend. The one is actually batch 33. So we're going way back.
Way
with
back.
This one. And the other one is batch 197. So you can do a little comparison between, you know, 160 batches there apart.
Yeah.
Then able to pick up this new copper and cast cigar blend. So you can get into this one. This one's a little unique. It's got cognac, sherry, Armagnac, but also port in it that I think shines. And then just to fit the whole flight, got a backbone thanks to Bourbon. That is also a cigar blend. So I'll share a sample of this one as well. I was drinking this one pregame.
The backbone, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Drill.
I was going to say, is it standard cigar blend finishes? Cognac, Armagnac, sherry?
I believe so. I thought it was written on there, but it's not.
Okay.
But I believe that's it.
Nice, nice. What are you going to say, Kelsey?
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm going to be doing JT Millet giveaway. So we got 3 store picks that you'll get a different chance to try, but also the brand new 6 year. So thanks to Copper Wolf for the assist on the 6 year. It's really, really tasty. It's not quite as dense and rich as the 35-gallon barrel batch, which was the
Legacy.
The Legacy, yeah, thank you. The Legacy batch, but it is very damn good. So, and then Darrell, what are you going to put up for
tonight's? Yeah, so I'm going to put together some newer stuff. So I got Jason's pinhook, that 9-year. I have the the Lost Lantern that I reviewed today that dropped. I have Cheech's Obtanium 11-year MGP, and I'll throw in something else. Keep that one. I may actually keep that one blind and see what the person thinks of it. But be a 4-sample flight, Cheech's 11-year, that Lost Lantern, which I think is a hitter, and Jason's 9-year pinhook.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you to Prescription Bourbon. He's in for one. Also saw John Cloud come in. You had me at Joseph Magnus. Tyler,
thank you, John.
Cigar blends. That's awesome. And JG, Ardbeg, I meant Hard Truth. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you not trying to kill me tonight.
God dang, this thing is good.
Oh, Tom's in. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, buddy. The Bourbon Jerk. If you guys hadn't subscribed and gone over and checked his stuff out, make sure you do so. He's putting out great content as well, as he's an awesome person, just normally anyway.
Oh, yeah. And we'll be hanging out with him in his channel December 12th. I think was the date that I was pulling up a second ago.
Coming up.
Yeah, these days are just going by, man. Like every other week, it's like, oh, it's already the end of the month. Like we got Thanksgiving next month, next week, like Christmas coming up, dude. Like end of the year.
It's gonna be here before you know it. I mean,
got a whiskey tournament that's gonna be happening.
Yep.
Got some stuff, man, in the works. I can't wait for the tournament. That's gonna be for God. The Advent and that, like, good times, good times.
Do you know if the Turks got a bottle of this cognac? Do you remember?
I think they went with the PX brandy. I don't think they went with the cognac.
I need to send Ethan some of the cognac because he loves cognac. I don't know why they wouldn't have gotten one.
Yeah, mine's getting low.
Thank you, Mark B. Cheers, buddy.
I want them to do single barrels of that finished stuff, man.
Oh, I know. That would be killer.
That and the bourbon. Oh, the bourbon's coming out too. Dude.
Thanks, Cheech, for putting that in there, buddy. Here's the link for the Bourbon Jerk. If you guys want to go check it out, give him a sub. Appreciate that, Cheech.
Speaking of Cheech, it's a perfect segue here. So one of the things that we are doing here as a community and as a group, there is a Facebook group. The link is in the descriptions. If you are in this live, man, join our Facebook group. Trying to do some different things about it, trying to keep it more community focused as we can, not just about taking pictures of bourbon, but taking pictures of the people. So what we did ask everyone to do is to send us their Halloween costumes over the Halloween holiday. And this is our first live show that we could actually get into it. But we did pick 3 of our favorite photos. It was a pretty tough competition here. But who were the winners of our photo contests? Well, we got Cheech and Jen. Congratulations. Ben A., who is still haunting my nightmares and my dreams with his Garbage Pail Kid rendition here. I mean, what a makeup job on that one. And, of course, our resident favorite Dumb and Dumber crew. We got Doug and Fred. So congrats. And as a winner of our photo contest, you are in tonight's giveaway automatically. So each of you have 1 entry. So congratulations.
Nice. What's funny, leave the picture up. So I was looking at these and I was like, oh my God, Cheech could be a dead ringer for Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. It's so freaking scary. I was like, holy crap. He looks just like Nikki Sixx.
He's rocking it. So we'll be doing some more photo contests around here, trying to think of one for the Thanksgiving theme. But there will be another one coming up. So keep an eye out on the group for that and get your photos in there. Let people see your faces. All right. So the other segue here then, and the hard truth is in mind, but we have had one heck of a year thus far with Barrel Picks, teaming up with Dusty Dan, Stuff and Whiskey, Drifting Grams, Big Vic, Whiskey Uncensored, Bourbon of the Week. I mean, we've had so much fun collaborating with everybody on these picks, but we've got 5 sold out picks. You can't get any of our picks anymore. So it is time to put some more picks out in the world. So over the next couple weeks, I mean, we're just waiting for the go button, from the distributors and stuff like that on these. We've got 2 picks to talk about here. The first one that I think is going to come up, I mean, I'm hoping to get my hands on this any day. So jealous of Kelsey here with that sample bottle.
I know, dude. Every time he pulled it out, I'm like,
But back in May, we went to Old Dominic over in Memphis and did one of their last ever picks of the Huling Station. Now, that is a 44% rye bourbon coming from MGP, and that was an amazing tasting. I mean, I still think about that one and the choices that we had there. I mean, I think we were debating between 2 to 3 barrels for about a half hour. I mean, that was a hard one. Can't wait to taste that one again. Now, by the time they barreled it, it went from just under 8 years to 8 years, 4 months. So that's excited to get it up there into the 8 years, 112 proof. And then I think the price on that one is going to be really good based on the communication I saw so far, especially for an 8 year. Last I heard was $65 a bottle. Don't quote me on that. I want to see that officially, but it's going to be a very decent price bottle, which is even better. And this one is all about Turkapalooza. It fits the theme with the blue note, and this one is called Sweet Kelvin of Mine. Kelsey, any thoughts on this one since you're the one that gets to drink it still?
It's so good. It's so rich for an 8 year that it tastes more like a 9.5 year. Almost, I could push it to almost 10, but man, such a great profile, very approachable. It is that high rye mash bill, and if you've never tried the 44% mash bill, it is a lot different than your typical MGP, but that Kelvin barrel is what does it for me. It just creates a real rich profile for that whiskey. So I'm super excited.
Oh yeah. So if you want to first crack at these, be sure to join our Patreon. That is where the links go first. We also are collaborating on this one with Dusty Dan, Drifting Drams, and also the Mash and Drum. So if you are in their Patreons, you will also have the chance at the links as they distribute as well. Keep that as fair as possible. Also important, join our Patreon for free. Join the Facebook group. These will also be the other channels that we're able to communicate with. If we don't sell out of a pick in a first run, that's the next batch. Go to the free tier on Patreon, go to the Facebook group, and that will be the way that we do this. So please join all of those if you're interested in our barrel picks. And if you've had any of our barrel picks thus far, I think you get a sense of what we're going for. It's got to be rich, it's got to be viscous, and it's going to have some damn good flavors.
And to be honest, a lot of groups mark up these. Guys, we don't make any money off these, so these are strictly just for you. These, we're giving them to you for what we can get them from the distributor, so no markups. This is a great age statement for that price. I'm telling you, you're not going to find that type of a whiskey for that price. So make sure you guys jump on. Richie has helped us out here by putting the Patreon link in the chat. Thank you, Richie. We appreciate that. And go check that out if you're not already a member.
So I'm so glad this one's hitting here. I had to zoom into this picture a little bit here. But Turkapalooza, we did play the game Rock Band. So I was able to play with the Rock Band artwork that is on the front of the first game. So you can actually see Kelsey here singing. Darrell's back here playing guitar. We've got Katie Turk playing bass. And then, of course, had to put Jason mashing drum as the drummer there. So we got an epic rock band playing Sweet Kelvin of Mine.
Thanks so much, Uncorked. He's in for one. Appreciate that.
All right.
You're marking these down, Jeff?
Yep, marking them down as we go. Yep. So then the last one here. So waiting on timing on this one too. So these might be a week or two apart. We'll keep everyone posted as we go through. But we did, at the end of September, a trip to Brown County, Indiana, and did a hard truth pick. So this is actually the sticker reveal. No one except the people that picked it have seen this sticker yet. So this is a live unveiling of the official, the Franchi Bunch. On this one, we teamed up with Dusty Dan, the World's Worst Bourbon Channel, and Drifting Drams. And how fitting is it that the World's Worst Bourbon Channel comes out with a rye pick as their first pick for his channel? I think it's pretty perfect.
I had to move the turkey off of Adam's face so we could see Adam's face.
Oh, yeah. You got to get Adam in there. And if you haven't checked out Gary over at the World's Worst Bourbon Channel, man, once again, go check out Gary. You'll definitely then understand the glasses and the hat part of things on this sticker.
Need that one for just the sticker, for sure.
So then for this one, based off our notes, we don't have any sample bottles to hold behind here. But this one was an apricot, stone fruit, orchard fruit kind of bomb. I had in my notes, it was like having a great rye toast lathered in apricot preserves. Katie called out the fact that it was a balance between the spice and the fruits, but the fruits are why we picked this one. I think a lot of groups, when they do hard truth picks, go with the, what do they call it? The shark tooth barrel picks, because they're dark, they're root beer. But for us, that's not hard truth. Hard truth is all about getting those fruits exactly as it tastes off the still. We want that in the whiskey. And we ended up picking a 4-year Char 1 barrel. It is delicious. So can't wait for that one as well.
Yeah, it's a citrus bomb, which I love coming from them. Like you mentioned with the spiral cut, like it's good. Like the spiral cuts aren't bad. It's just not the preferred profile for us, I guess, in a sense. Like we knew off the bat which one was a spiral as soon as we tasted. Yeah. But I didn't want that to sway, anyone, because I kept my mouth shut. But I just prefer, that the profile that we end up choosing. Like that's just nuts. And that sip that I had was on our favorite, if it's still your favorite. That's the first single barrel we ever got. That's what I first started today with. A little bit of that. I'm down to probably about 1.5 ounces, sadly.
Oh. Save that, because we need you to compare ours to that, because I'm completely out of that pick. So
I got a little bit.
for context, in last year's tournament, we had a Hard Truth single barrel, which has led us down to our love of Hard Truth. It was only a 2 to 3 year single barrel, though, and ended up coming in fourth amongst 16 bottles of heavy hitters in our blind tournament last year. Yeah. So I can't wait to hear how our pick compares then to that one that just set the standard for us.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I have a standard too. It's kind of unfair to like everything releasing after that.
I mean, that's what it's about, man. I can't wait to put our stamp on it.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts or things to add to this conversation, Kelsey, Darrell, about
I would just say that this is not your typical rye. If you're expecting a spearminty, piney, it's not that at all. It is a fruit-forward fruit bomb with citrus and spice to it. It's very, very different. So don't be afraid. This is, to be honest with you, this is really a bourbon drinker's rye. I mean, it really is. If you like those bourbon notes of MGP fruit, you're going to love this. So,
my favorite moment of that tasting.
Rye forward at all.
Yeah, despite the fact that it's a 94.6 rye too. I mean, it's almost a 95.5, you know.
Yeah, like being that I know Hard Truth, like I can pick out Hard Truth and say it's a rye, but there's times like, you know, last year we were doing these kind of blind and I think I mixed it up for a bourbon a couple times. You know, it's just, it doesn't drink like a normal rye. It's never dill forward. Like you'll have some of that rye punch and spice, but it's so citrus forward typically on it that it kind of confuses you a bit. And they come across sometimes finished too, which some of them are, but the ones that, you know, we're speaking of in the single barrel is not finished. But yeah, so much fruit on it that gives you that perception it could be.
I still think of Gary during that tasting after we got through all three samples. And he just like leaned up against the wall and he's like, well, there's no bad answer in this one. Just in the driest voice that Gary can do.
Yeah, you're never really going to get anything bad from them.
No, that was a lot of fun to pick, even though it was like lightning speed round. But it was still a lot of fun to be there all together.
All right.
You got your wheel handy, Jeff? My glass is empty.
So I got the wheel handy. Let me get the last couple of super chats in here.
Yeah, EJ. I don't know if we highlighted it. Some help with postage. Thanks, buddy. And I know there was one other one too. Tom Shanley. Congrats on 2.5 subscribers. Put me in for 2. Cheers.
Thank you, Tom.
Appreciate you got Paul P already, right?
I'll highlight Paul P in there too, man. Paul P and man, that murder weapon that he gave us, that thing is awesome.
So I took that to work because one of my coworkers drinks Topo Chico a lot. And I was like, I'm going to bring you a real can opener. So I brought that.
Right. I mean, he did it, you know, Miss White in the kitchen with a Paul P can opener.
When I first handed it to him, he thought it was a whistle. I was like, what are you doing? It's not a whistle, man. It's a freaking can opener.
I still got mine in the gift bag over there. All right, what do we got?
Let's see here. Let's see what's got going on here. I'll do a solo layout. Let's see what we got. And we got more wheel spins in this half hour here. We got quite a few giveaways to get through.
Oh, I need to grab mine too.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, another new one.
I love it.
Or old one.
All right. Ripping off all the
that turkey.
Talk turkey to me.
Ah.
Yeah, talk some turkey to me.
All right.
Oh man.
Sam. Chegosaurus. Thank you, buddy.
What's up, Sam?
To Sam on his new freaking car. Darrell, he did not stop smiling like 3 days straight. He's still smiling.
I bet. What
did he get?
He got an M3, BMW M3 competition. Oh, it's sweet, dude. It's so
nice. Checked it out, ordered it, man, waited patiently.
So thank you, Sam, for the contribution. But yeah, man,
that is awesome.
The drive home, he's like putting me back in my seat. I was like, damn, don't hit it too much.
I'm gonna pour my Avengers Russell's single barrel.
I don't know if I told you this, Kelsey, but I blinded a whole bunch of Russells with even the Russell's 13.
And mine won.
The Kelsey won the whole flight, 8 years old. I mean, I had 2 different 10 years that was in there, but this Tyrone D, man, just dominated. It was so rich and flavorful. I can't wait to taste it again now.
Yeah, that one's long gone. I got a little bit of the Special K from that release. But yeah, that Injustice for All, or is it in Kelsey for All? That thing is.
Yeah.
This was the one that Darrell got me. There was just a shelfer on the.
Yeah, I get a couple.
And that's a really good. This is a really good single barrel.
If I'm down to, I had another one that came out right around the same time, another shelfer, and that one's really, really good too. But I'm not down to much of those because I was crushing those things.
Ooh, Mark is in.
Cheers, Mark.
All right. Cheers,
Try
Mark.
your luck. Here you go.
Thank you, buddy.
Get back on a winning streak. He used to win everything, Mark.
Maybe it's just the name Mark. Maybe it's just a lucky name.
It's just
Mark B.
Mark B, Mark Emmenecker. As long as your name is Mark, you win.
Mark B.
We'll have to get into the code, and see if it's got a bias towards Marks.
Ooh, so Mark B's drinking some Russell's 13.
Ooh, Russell's 13. There we go. Yeah,
I
if you're
think
following along with
me.
some turkey, let us know.
My turkey, what is this, Joe? My turkey port is a bottle kill of IBN's.
It's Bourbon Night.
Oh, okay. It's Bourbon Night's pick. Nice.
All right. Cheers, Joe.
Oof.
All right.
Ooh, Warehouse B. Nice, Richie.
You want to highlight Paul P's question? Let me see where I can do that.
There you go. Are you guys doing bracket again for Whiskey of the Year? Yes, we are. Yes, it will. Yeah, we should be doing that towards the end of right before Christmas, Jeff. Will we start the end of the year?
No, we'll
Probably right after.
We'll draft right after the New Year's unless we do a show on New Year's Day. But we'll draft as early as we can in January after the year is done, since we'll have the Advent event for keeping us occupied until then. And then it takes us a little bit because we try to blind the heck out of that thing. And we have some ideas to blind it even further from ourselves. That way we don't always know what's coming up. Once we realize what one pour is, we kind of figure out the whole bracket in our head. So we're going to find ways to blind it even further. And I think we might do 20 bottles this year rather than 16, just to make it that much more blind and difficult. So, but it takes a lot of logistics to get that going. So I bet it would kick off end of January.
It's going to be fun though. So stay tuned, man. There's going to be some crazy, crazy stuff in there. And a lot of these too, we're talking the single barrels, right? Granted, the single barrels, not a lot of people has gotten them, but we've been lucky enough to get most of the same ones, you know what I mean, to kind of have these in here. But it's more so to highlight some of these distilleries or even some craft things. We have, what is it? The Nebco, that's going to be up there, but that's MGP obviously. But there's some surprise bottles that are gonna be in there, and I think that are gonna make it really, really far, beating out some heritage stuff. That's what kind of makes it fun. Seeing what can really hang blind with some of the top stuff that we've tried so far this year.
Overall, I would say heritage bottles this year were not anywhere close to
single barrels
that we got. I mean, it's sad to say that, but it's the truth. The longer I'm in doing whiskey, the more I find that there are fewer and fewer heritage bottles that are on that top list at the end of the year. So,
Yep. Russell's 15 will be the big one.
Thanks,
in
Marty.
In terms of the heritage that'll be in there, but I don't even know if I'm going to nominate any heritage, honestly. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, I would have to look at what I did too, but there wasn't many. And Russell's 15, like you mentioned, that scored high for everybody.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like a lot of my high scoring stuff was freaking. There's an NBC, couple NBC bottles. There's a freaking New England Barrel Company bottle. Like there's ryes. There's probably going to be a rye that's top 3. I would imagine, if not number 1.
I think there's more ryes than there are bourbons in there this year. To be honest,
it's been great. Like the MGP this year, the 10, 11 plus stuff has just been incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like those barrels from back then, dude, that everybody got their hands on this year, been lights out. Like not a bad one at all. Granted, it's 10 years. You would expect it to be good, but it's been like crazy good.
We haven't had ryes like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, we need to do some giveaways, don't we, buddy?
We do. Let me get a wheel prepped here.
I need to grab mine down too, right?
We'll do a couple that are just in the digital form. So we'll do three digital, and then we'll need 2 physical. So you be ready to roll. I'll pump through these. Now, this is something that we do with our Patreon. Each month we do giveaways and quarters. We go a bit all out. So what we're going to do first is going to be a bottle giveaway for our top 2 tiers. And this is one that I've been plotting for a while to give away. So it's fitting. I saw David in chat, and this is to plug David for next week as well, who will be our guest first week of Advent. So it will be David from 2 Bros, 1 Bottle. And in light of that partnership, we are going to then be giving away a pick that he did. And I know this one's near and dear to his heart. I was real excited to share this one with someone else in the community. If you haven't had a chance to have this is coming out of Echo, who is in Columbus, Ohio. They are sourcing this, but this is a double oaked blend that David helped them with during his Alzheimer's awareness fundraiser. Thus the purple label there. So I opened up a single barrel. I also bought one of the blend that I always intended to give away to someone in this community. Now, he did tell me that Stacy over at 4 Leaf actually prefers the blend versus the single barrel. So then I got real curious. I was like, oh, I won't open it. I'll stick to my original plan. But let me share the wheel here. Oh, geez, which one? Let's see. Let's see if I share the right one. Nope, that is the wrong one. Hold on real quick. Wait, share this one instead. There we go.
There we go.
That's a good shortcut. So good luck to everybody. Now, if you did win a bottle in the last 3 months, you're not in this. So Drifting Drams won the Boone County Single Barrel last month. Wise Guy, you got the Nashville Barrel Company the month before that. And Christopher David got the 6-year New Riff Rye the month before that. So I did remove your names from this. All right. Good luck, everybody.
Freaking John.
So
Don't
that's
even highlight him.
Woo, Thomas.
all right, Thomas.
Thomas Snyder.
Buddy,
Nice.
enjoy that bottle. That is
Congratulations, Thomas.
Who sourced that, Jeff? You did say it's sourced. I'm just not familiar with the company, so I don't know anything about it.
Barton, I believe, is what David told me. I can go back and verify that.
I believe you're right.
I think it's Barton.
Nice.
It tastes that way. But yeah, it's very, very good. You know, Barton's something, man, that did not drink a whole lot of in 2024. I was thinking about that recently, like brands that went unnoticed in 2024. And Barton and Sourced Barton like seemed to drop off the map compared to prior years.
What was the 15-year? The Lucky 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Lucky 7.
And we talked so much about those in 2023. And then, the year before that, and the year before that was the Sam Houston and Calumet. So it's interesting that you said that, because I just didn't think about that till you said it. There wasn't a lot of source, like you said, there wasn't a lot of source Barton out there that was people were hyping up, or that we had really any offerings from that I can remember.
They used up all their old stuff, man. They have that one bottle that's supposed to be coming out. Like we seen PTB stuff. I think it was like the Calumet 17 or 18. I think maybe 17, but it's like a LE. You know what I mean? So it's going to be more than probably like a standard count that 17 should be, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I changed my name to Mark EJ. So
EJ. I love it. Oh, that's awesome, EJ. I love it.
All right. Let's see. Are you on this next one, EJ? Okay, you're not on this next one. If you're on the one after that, I'll change you to Mark EJ just to see if it works. We'll put this to science.
We'll put this to the test.
So let me share another one here. Now, this one is something that people opted into. So what I'm going to do for this one, this will be like a little bit of a special tasting, but I've got essentially a little over half an ounce left of the original bottle from the Blue Note tasting when we did it at Blue Note. So I'll give you a sample of this. And then if you don't have our Blue Note, I'll give you a sample of that as well. So whoever wins this, let me know. But I'm interested for you to do a side-by-side on what we picked and what it turned into after it was left in the barrel just during a few summer months and how much richer and darker it got in that small time frame. It's so intriguing to me. So I think someone else will enjoy that experiment.
Ernest is in for 2. Thank you, Ernest.
All right, Todd. That makes things easy on me, actually. Congratulations, Todd. All right, you get to do that comparison, Todd. Fun.
Yeah, because
I'll send you that. I'll send you that sample. He has it, but it's not part of the 101 yet. So I'll send
I
you,
was going to say, the question is it open?
I won't make him open that.
For those who don't know, Todd only has 101 bottles at a time open at any one point. So he has to kill a bottle to open a bottle. So that's hence the talk about the 101.
Todd, yay me. John, can you still get in? Yes, John, you can get in the super chat. We haven't did the actual channel giveaways.
Okay. No, this is for Patreon. Another reason to get involved in Patreon too. We do this once a month and once a quarter too, right? Is that right?
We do it once a month and then we go all out on the quarter months. So
that's what
October, January, April, July. All right, last one, and then we'll do we can take a break here, and then we've got 2 more of the Patreon, and then we'll have the super chats by the end of the night too. But I'm getting exhausted, all these giveaways here. So this one is for the new seasonal release of New Riff. This is the Biscuit Malt Rye. I like this thing quite a bit. I end up grading this one at like an 8. What do you think of it, Kelsey, overall?
Say that again. The biscuit.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
I was really nervous about it. Like I was like, biscuit malt. That sounds disgusting. Especially after some of the things that I've tried from them. But I was pleasantly surprised, to say the least. It was very, very fun to drink. It was a very different experience. I can't really describe points of it other than it started off one way, went something different in the middle, and then kind of finished a different way. It's kind of like a roller coaster, I guess is the best way to put it. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I remember getting a lot of malt, and it was more so on the lines of like beer. And I'm not a beer drinker. I don't really like beer at all, to be honest. Besides like a couple sours, but with that being said, the whiskey still wasn't bad. It just reminded me of like a malty aspect from beer. Like I kind of despise the hoppiness of beers, not the malt part of it.
Yeah.
So it kind of took on that aspect of like the whole beer thing for me. But yeah, it's definitely different. And that was rye, not or was it bourbon? Shit, I don't even know. I just remember enjoying it. Was it a bourbon or rye?
It's a rye.
Rye. Okay.
Yep. But it's the mash bill's like what? 51 rye.
Yeah, it's not
26 corn, 24 of that biscuit malt. So
yeah, it's definitely a fun experience.
I don't know if the Augusta Old Route was Barton. Do you?
I think almost all that stuff was freaking Barton.
Yeah, their stuff is Barton.
Yep. Okay. I couldn't remember. So there you go.
They'll be forthcoming about that too. If you talk to them during any events and tastings and you ask them about the source, they just go, yeah, it's good Barton.
Cheers. Right. Hope you're enjoying your Antanium pick. Someone give some to Kelsey, please.
Yes, I can get you that.
Slacker.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I get to double up.
Nice.
Snyder. Look at that.
All right.
Double win.
Congrats, Thomas. Big night tonight. Dang.
Maybe you
Congratulations.
change your name to Thomas, EJ. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a Thomas kind of night. He should be Thomas EJ. All right. Well, why don't we do another wheel spin here
Okay.
for
Let's
the
do it.
drinking? And then I'll catch up on super chats as you guys talk about what you're going to pour.
Okay.
Anything to help Vic from stop winning. Is it supposed to be whining from stop whining? Oh no,
Maybe, I don't know.
stop whining or stop winning. Maybe, I guess maybe winning. Picked up a gift set 5, 6, 7. Ooh,
Can't
what
do
is that?
turkey
Turkey?
back to
We
back.
just did that. Spin again.
Why can't you do turkey back to back? There's nothing wrong with drinking turkey again.
Oh, reveal again. I like this. I get to clean the wheel too. If you know, you know. Ooh, okay. I mean, you just used that phrase in your last review, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well,
I did.
if you know, you know. So think about what's in your collection. You know, something that really, really stands out. But a lot of people don't talk about it or don't know about it. So thus, if you know, you know.
Probably a single barrel, honestly, for me, but
All right. That's going to be a tough one. Let us know what you're going to drink in chat, too, that fits this theme. You know what? I'm actually going to pick, since we're just talking about it, it kind of fits the whole Echo theme here. So let's do this. That's perfect.
I'm going to pull something
get
up
back
from a
into
couple
this.
years ago. Those in chat would probably know. I don't even know if everybody knows about this one, but I know Jeff does.
Oh, I'll drink that with you too. I'm gonna
Oh,
Actually move this bag a little. So
is that a Spice Jam?
those who don't know about this bottle,
man. Jonathan's
this
got
thing
that now,
got
too.
slept on. This thing got slept on for probably almost 2 months. And me and Jeff every week was like, oh, there's more. Let's buy another bottle. Oh, there's more. Let's buy another bottle.
What terrible habits.
Dude, I'm on my last one.
And we don't regret it a single bit as we go through all
no.
this.
No.
If anything, I'm like, I don't have the willpower to like not drink all this and like save it for later in life. Like, no, I'm just gonna keep drinking.
And this is like a top 10, definitely a top 10. I would have to really weigh to see if it makes top 5 from Mash and Journey.
Yeah.
But this may be up there, like just past 5th place or so for me. Like this thing was crazy, or is crazy good, and nobody was buying them. Like, yeah, I don't know why. Like Nulu maybe didn't have their name like solidified with, you know, their stuff thing, because I know a lot of it was young, like 5-year stuff, but I don't even know what the age on this one is.
I think that was part of it, Darrell. Nulu, you know, with the finishing craze that kind of took place in 2020, they were finishing a lot of young 4-year-old MGP.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, then Jason comes in and finds this amazing bottle, but I think the reputation kind of preceded it. So then everyone slept on it. So then every single time Jason dropped another bottle on shared pour, we just kept adding it to the cart. All right, it's still there. Add to the cart.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably had about 5 of them. And drank literally sometimes I'll give away like duplicates. I didn't give away any of those bottles. Literally drank them all. And this is gotta be what, 2 to 3 years old now. Probably 3.
Oh. Did we highlight Chip here?
No,
So.
I did
Cheers,
not.
Chip. That's the first time I've seen your name. Welcome to the party.
I seen that name in somebody else's recently. I'm not sure whose it was, but I do remember that.
All right. Well, I got you in there, Chip.
Still got a lot of spice to it, brother.
This made so this was
That made our tournament. That was
so this was a 20. Was it a 2020? No, it couldn't have been a 2023. Was it?
No,
it was 2022.
22.
Because we started in September of 22. So then we did the tournament every
It was
year.
the very first time we did the tournament.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
But it was a sneaker in that tournament too. I remember it confusing us
a
few times. Like, no way, is that still the Spice Jam? Lo and behold, there it was, batting some more expensive bottles down. All right. Hey, cheers to you.
Oh, Channel on the Whiskey Vault and Risky Road. Cheers. Thank you. Glad
Yeah,
you
thank you,
found
buddy.
it.
Mauricio. Cheers and welcome.
If you guys missed that, go back and watch Jeff's video on Hard Truth on the Whiskey Vault channel. If you missed it, it's a really good video. Just sharing the love. And there were a lot of people on the channel that have never heard of it. So it was really cool to get a brand out there to a larger audience as well that aren't bourbon drinkers. So very cool.
This bottle makes me lick like the inside of my cheeks, man. The port on here is like way more than I remember, and I love every bit of it.
It lit my tongue on fire, which is strange because I've been drinking nice proof whiskey all night, but it still had a lot of
rye. Is it 120, 130, 120? Okay.
120. It just had a lot of rye spice for some reason, or it hit me that way tonight. So
that's one thing we could talk about for 2025. You know, we haven't done anything. Well, we've done a double oaked rye, but we haven't done anything finished in a port cask, a wine cask, a cognac cask, anything like that.
We got to find somebody that can do it really well.
We got something potentially in the works in a Tawny Port.
There might be something in one of our flights.
We got something in the works that maybe come out.
That's a good point.
Just yet, but it's going to be a fun one. I forgot about that.
It could still be alive in there. I don't know. I guess Darrell does know. Thank you, Jonathan.
Subscribe to the channel. You better be whiskey aficionados. Cheers, buddy. And get home if you're not home.
All right. Let's do Can't Handle the Jam.
Can't Handle the Jam.
So we're going to do 2 more Patreon giveaways real quick here. This will be the physical wheel. So everyone in the Whiskey Friend tier and the Close Whiskey Friend tier is in this one. That way we can make sure we get a good spread of winners across. So let me share screen. All right. Now, we don't know what you're competing for yet. We will find out in a minute. You know, I haven't been hitting the randomize there. Maybe that's the special Mark juice.
Oh God, if it hits Mark
not
right
sound
now.
right at all. I need to not say that out loud ever again. Okay.
Special sauce.
Ooh, Ben Hernandez gets a win. Cheers, Ben.
Ben.
All right, let me solo Darrell here.
Oh man.
All right. So let's do this. Make sure this is on tight. Last time I flipped off the whole thing. I think we're good.
You're just abusing that poor little wheel.
All right. It's a short spin.
Woo! Oh, Jeff.
More oil.
Infused olive oil. More olive oil. All right, Ben. You're joining the list with a few others like Mark B. I am about to do a run of olive oil here. That's actually on the to-do list. That's a big holiday gift for me. So when that is ready, Ben, I will get you some.
It's good stuff, Ben.
Air fryer, I'm just saying, air fried potatoes in that oil is so good.
Infuse it myself. Got a little machine. So
everybody can send whiskey, but who gets olive oil? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. When it says you're receiving olive oil from me, it's literally going to be olive oil.
For once.
Always. That's the only thing I sent, Kelsey. And then, of course, Kelsey and Darrell, I got you in the mix. I even got special bottles set aside for you two.
I don't know if you were joking about that in the other day when you messaged it or not.
No, that was not a joke.
Okay.
Jeff doesn't joke about olive oil, Darrell.
I don't joke about
the bottle.
Yeah, he's got a real special bottle picked out for you.
Yeah.
All right, this one's the big one. We're going to crash the wheel. All right, everybody's in this one, and we're going to do one more of the physical wheel. Good luck to all of our patrons. Thank you so much for your support.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Month after month.
John Cloud. Cheers, buddy.
John Cloud. Cheers, buddy. All right.
Where should I start from? Start from the jackpot?
Mauricio, we can win olive oil here. Oh man, premium stuff. Absolutely. We're not like every other whiskey channel.
Yeah. Let's do it up.
Here we go.
Good
Let's
luck.
see what John is going to get here.
Ooh, t-shirt,
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
right?
Yeah.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
No, t-shirt. I just wanted to make sure which one it was on.
All right, John. John, let me know. We can message on the side, but I'll send you the link to all the T-shirt options. Get your size, and I'll get it to you. Cheers, buddy. You got a whole bunch of options, too. I think there's like 4 or 5 different options out there. Maybe 4. All right. Well, before we get to the Patreon giveaway, so if you're interested in the Patreon giveaway, we're already going to do 3 more winners tonight, as if there wasn't enough already. But this is going to be fun.
You mean
We got 3 super chats. Super chats. Yes, super chats.
Super chats, yeah.
So got just a few more minutes for super chats. We're going to do 3 flights. My flight is all going to be about cigar blends. I've got 2 different batches of Joseph Magnus cigar blend that'll be in the flight. Batch 33 and batch 197. So you get to compare it across the years. Also got a copper and cast cigar batch. And, hey, good timing there from Ben. Got a backbone cigar blend.
I had to do it after what he said. We weren't ignoring you, Ben, I promise.
Shut it, Meg.
Wait, were we ignoring Ben earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing his comments that he wanted us to read, so I found this one.
I know I mentioned one when he...
It's more fitting.
Something about us. I forget what it was. I can't remember. I
So
try to read
Kelsey,
it.
Do what?
what's your flight for the giveaway?
My flight is JT Melick. So we got 3 store picks of Melick for you to try, as well as the new orange bottle 6-year release as well that came out just a couple weeks ago. Thanks to Copper Wolf for the hand delivery of that. Appreciate it, buddy. It's really viscous and tasty. Like, it's probably almost as viscous, if not more, than the Legacy. I mean, I drank it on Monday night, just washed the glass. I mean, it was just streamed and long legs on it. So,
And 33.
Those early batches are really, really tasty.
Let me see.
And then Darrell is giving a spread of a whole lot of new releases that he's appreciating.
Yeah, some new drops that came out. Yeah, that's fine.
Lost Lantern that he reviewed.
Sorry, I was muted for a second. But yeah, Obtainium, Cheech's Pick, 11-year, 9-year MGP pinhook from Jay. Got a Lost Lantern that I reviewed today, and I'm going to throw something else in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there's the pinhook.
I love the little seal they did on these.
Yeah.
The gold seal.
Little medallion almost.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So one last plug before we get to the super chat giveaway here. So if you're wanting the super chat giveaway, we'll give you like 2 more minutes here by the time I get through my spiel. But it is time for Advent, and one of our traditions is to do an Advent challenge where we include our patrons on who is at least brave enough to take on this challenge. And we had 16 people sign up for this blind flight competition. I curated 4 bottles, and we're going to go through 1 bottle each week for 4 weeks, starting next week. And they get to guess things like proof, age, type, finish, state, distillery, bottle. The same thing we do when we do our blind flight competitions. They get to do that on their own. Kelsey and Darrell are going to do it as well, as is our special guest each week. Next week, we have David from 2 bottles.
We'll see.
2 bros, 1 bottle. We have the week after that, Chris, bourbon of the week. Then we have Stacy at 4 Leaf Whiskey, and we'll cap it off with Trev, the bourbon wrench.
It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys.
No, definitely. Love
Good
them.
luck. Good luck to everybody. And also, Tyler is in there. Tyler is our defending champion.
Yep. Mauricio,
I'm in
thanks
for
so
ya.
much, man. We appreciate it, buddy. We'll get you in there for
Pop
one.
my cherry, why not? And we got George. I
George.
don't know if I've seen this name, or maybe you guys have, and
Ah.
I'm not. George
No,
Woodcock.
welcome,
In
George.
for one. Cheers to you,
And
sir.
last one here is going to be Mark as well. So
Mark,
we're
B.
Oh, man.
Mark B number 2.
Mark B.
Mark, you were so close in the pictures, man. I think your picture of the werewolf is still fresh in my heart, man.
Pretty funny.
EJ, wait, we have to compete against both Marks.
All right. Let me get these names in here.
I think we might need to do like a shirt just for the whiskey champion, the Advent challenge or something.
That's too funny. Literally, when I seen Tyler's comment, that immediately popped in my head having a shirt. I should do not.
I think it should be an ugly sweater as the winner. The winner gets an ugly sweater for Christmas.
Ugly sweater t-shirt.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, God, this freaking Nulu.
I have been thinking about something, and if I do it, I'll retroactively give Tyler one too. All
It'd
right.
be 3 marks. Mark B is not Mark Bauer. Oh, sweet.
All right. Lots of marks in here. Good luck, everybody. Let me share screen. When we can wrap this up and send you over to Jason.
I think it's the finals too, right? For Frankenblends.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And he's doing a taste off between BTAC as well.
Nice. Stu, you better win. I know you're still watching. That blend is freaking ridiculous. If you're not first, you're last, Stu. So
be first.
Right. We'll go around the screen. Let's start out with the cigar blends. Good luck, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. I do want to say something after we get this. Cheech!
Cheech! With his Halloween win. No, did he get?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I think I put Jen in there. Did Cheech win? I'll have to look that up later. Congratulations, Cheech.
I do want to say thank you guys.
Super chatted, so
yeah, he did super chat too. Yeah.
To Jeff, I know he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that nobody really sees. Like he did all the Advent by himself. A lot of the stuff that you guys are the benefits of, Jeff does. So thank you, Jeff, for all that you do, because I know it's a lot of work, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, buddy. Whew. Love doing it, man. This is fun stuff, man. This has been such a fun ride and such a fun hobby to have, and then to be able to, I don't know, give back to the community nonstop is just
it's another
what
name.
we do.
I know he's saying congrats to Cheech, but I don't recognize that name. So it's a California Scotty. Is this a new one too?
CA Scotty. All
Could
right, cheers,
California?
buddy.
You need me?
Welcome. First time I've seen it as well. All right. So this will be for Kelsey's flight. Man, I can't wait to try the JT Mellick 6-year too.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. So good. Let's see who's going to win.
Ooh.
Tom! That works out well. I've got something else I need to send Tom anyway. So cheers, buddy.
All right.
Get some Mellick.
Cheers, Tom. And then our last one will be Darrell's flight.
For my
some
flight.
Good recent single barrels.
Who's going to be?
All right.
Tom
Shanley.
Congrats, Tom. I think we got Tom.
Congratulations to all of our winners.
Cheers, Tom.
None of which were named Mark. Sorry to all the Marks out there tonight.
California Scotty or CA Scotty's a regular at Whiskey Encore.
Well, glad you came over tonight, CA Scotty. It's good to have you, man.
All right. Well, that is it, everybody. That is our show for today. once again, go into the description. If you're here, we want you in that Facebook group. That is a private group. There's a couple questions to answer to get in, but you're here. You're going to know those answers. Kelsey, Darrell, any parting thoughts?
Cheers, everybody. Go make sure you watch Jason and Blendageddon. There's going to be a lot of really cool samples on there. And Blendageddon to hear him walk through, as well as some fun stuff with BTAC. So make sure you check that out. And see you back here next week for our start of the Advent Blast.
Kick it off with hopefully a perfect score.
We'll see.
No, shoot, I didn't do too great. I did all right last year, but we'll see. We'll see.
Appreciate it, buddy.
And yeah, cheers to you, Richie. Cheers to everybody else that's been here, man, hanging with us. It's always a blast. I look forward to Wednesdays because some days during the week, man, go a little wild and get crazy, and it's good to have a little break and kind of hang out with these two here and everybody else in chat, man. So look forward to it. Can't wait till next week and pretty much every week after that, man. So cheers to you all.
See you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Let me see.